what's going on, guys? This is Jeff from Shop to the Point, or Dead on Dave Productions, and as I'm recording this video right now, my channel still hasn't been freed yet, but don't worry, sometime in the near future, hopefully this weekend, that'd be ideal, or early next week, my channel will be freed, and I can get back to uploading on my channel. And just real quick, again, I want to say thank you to all you guys who've shown the support. Even though my channel is ridiculously small, it really does mean a lot that so many of you are showing concern over this. But hopefully we should get this wrongful ban lifted soon, and I can get back to uploading on my channel. But right now, this is going to be another segment for Touch 'Em All over on Dead on Dave Productions, which you can check out in the description down below. We're going to be talking about, is it time for panic for the New York Mets? Because yesterday, Matt Harvey opted for season-ending thoracic outlet syndrome surgery, which now gives him 2/3 of the triple crown of surgery for pitchers, that being the thoracic outlet syndrome, Tommy John, and shoulder surgery. And I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Harvey would need to get shoulder surgery sometime in the near future. But he's having the surgery done here in St. Louis, and a good guy to talk about how to recover from this type of surgery would be Jaime Garcia, because he's gone through the triple crown of surgery for pitchers, and he hasn't pitched well as of lately, but for the most part, he has pitched really well. I mean, he was unreal for the Cardinals last year, and I'd say for about the first half of his starts this year, he pitched pretty well. So that would be a good guy to talk to for Matt Harvey. But, I mean, we had to expect this was coming. I mean, just look, Harvey's 4-10 on the year. He's got a 4.86 ERA. Opponents are hitting .302 against him. .302. And then on top of that, he had a career high in walks last year with 37, which isn't horrible. But this year he's already got 25. Before the All-Star break, and now he's going to be done for the year. The surgery takes 3 to 4 months to recover from. He's not locating his pitches, and then when he gets runners on base, obviously you don't want to walk him in, so he's got to throw the fastball right over the plate, and, you know, the opponents are just keen on that fastball, which has had less life this year, and they're just teeing off on him, hitting .302. His whip is 147. It just has not been pretty for Matt Harvey this year, and you know, people were freaking out last year when Harvey said he had the whole thing with Boris last year, saying he's going to do what's best for Harvey, how Harvey might shut himself down, late in that season. And then he comes into this year not pitching very well, and people calling for him to be traded, and all that stuff. It's just been a mess with Matt Harvey this year. And, I'm not surprised at all that this happened. The Mets sit 4 games back of the Nationals right now. And, this loss to Harvey, even though he hasn't pitched well, I mean, we've seen what Matt Harvey can do. And this is a pretty big blow to the rotation. And now things, piled on top of that yesterday when Noah Syndergaard's Thor, and he looks exactly like Thor, man. The man is just beautiful. He can do it all. He can rake. He can pitch. He's beautiful. I mean, what else can you have? I mean, but Thor gets removed from the game last night due to arm tightness, stiffness, discomfort, whatever you want to call it. But they said there's no structural damage. It shouldn't be anything serious. But now that's the last thing the Mets need, because this guy has been awesome all year. He's 9-4. He's only 9-4, which isn't going to blow you away. But he's got a 2.56 ERA. And he can hit the upper 90s with consistency. And when he threw back-to-back 91-mile-an-hour fastballs, and he wasn't trying to hold anything back last night. Keep in mind, he wasn't trying to hold anything back on those fastballs. I mean, they knew something was wrong, and they ended up removing him from the game. But Thor has been awesome for the Mets all year. And, if they were to lose him, man, I would start panicking. And then on top of Thor getting removed from the game last night, the Mets take out Yoenis Cespedes for like the 53rd time this year. They're calling it a quad strain, I believe. It seems like every other night Cespedes is getting removed from the game. And this is why you stretch. I've never seen somebody get removed from a game more than Yoenis Cespedes, especially with the Mets. I mean, but Cespedes is having an awesome year, man. He's got 21 bombs. He's driven in 52. On base is 372, and he's hitting a nice 302. And he's got a cannon out there in the outfield. But it just seems every other night the Mets are removing Cespedes from the game for these little tweaks. This is why you stretch. This is why you warm up and stretch, so you don't have these little muscle pulls and strains. That stuff doesn't happen. That stuff does not happen. And if they were to lose Cespedes, really the only guy who produces for the offense for the Mets, I mean, they're pretty much done. I mean, we thought coming into this year that their lineup was going to be a lot better than what it was last year, especially with Cespedes in that lineup. But they just haven't been that. And if Cespedes goes down for a long period of time, yeah, this is the Nats division. But we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully these guys, for the Mets, these guys can get healthy. Guys like also they need guys like Mats to step up. Hopefully Jose Reyes can produce for the offense. Wilmer Flores has been on fire for him in the last couple games or so. He's hit 5 home runs. He's driven in 10 runs. He's been good for them as of late. But they need some guys to step up if they want to catch the Nats in this division. And going to those Nationals, how about Steven Strasburg, man? After the Nats beat the Mets 3-1 last night, Strasburg improved to 12-0, pitched 7 strong. He allowed a run on 2 hits, struck out 9, and he walked 3, and he didn't allow a hit until the 5th inning. And his hitless streak went up to 10 2/3 innings. And after he was removed of 6 2/3 no-hit innings in his previous start, Strasburg, he actually became the first NL pitcher to start a season 12-0 since Rube McCord when he set the record back in 1912. He started 19-0. Max Scherzer, when he was with the Tigers, he was the only guy to open a year 12-0 in the past 30 seasons in either league, and he went 13-0 in 2013. But again, how about Steven Strasburg? How long have we been waiting for this? How long have we been waiting for Steven Strasburg to pitch like this? This is the guy we all expected when he first came up, and he struck out like 14 batters against the Pirates in his debut. And then he had the Tommy John surgery, and then the Nats started babying him, not letting him talk to the media. And then they leave him out of the 2012 postseason against the Cardinals, which, again, thank you very much. And then just, we've been waiting for this, and we were starting to think he was a bust. And me and Dead on Dave like to give him the nickname the Orchid, because it seemed he could only pitch well when the conditions were absolutely perfect. And, well, that's changed this year. Again, 12-0. With a 2.62 ERA, he struck out 132 batters. Opponents are hitting only 201 against him. It's just, the guy's been awesome to watch, man. He really has been awesome to watch. He's walked 31 guys so far this year, which you like to. It's not horrible. You like to see him bring that down a little bit, but I mean, you can't argue with 12-0. You can't argue with 12-0. The guy is just simply getting it done. And Dusty Baker, he may have put it perfectly. Strasburg has matured. If something goes wrong on the mound for him, he doesn't let it bother him like it did in the past. When you saw he give up a couple hits here and there, give up a couple runs, you could see he was getting frustrated. And then when he's been on the DL. He's been on the DL a couple more than you'd like him to. But it just seems now that he's got it figured out. He has simply got it figured out, and he's got the mental side of it down. This game is all about confidence. I mean, when your confidence is sky high, and again, this is from personal experience. When my confidence was sky high, I could hit everything, I could catch everything. Nothing could stop me. Nothing could stop me. I was essentially Bryce Harper from last year. I could just do anything and everything when I wanted to. Whenever I wanted to, I could do it. But then when my confidence was as low as it could be, it just seemed like nothing would go right. Hitting the ball right at people, striking out, overthrowing a couple throws, just not making plays I think I should have made. And Strasburg's confidence is sky high right now, as it should be. Again, 12-0. 12-0, man. it's really awesome to see what Strasburg is doing right now. Now that he's got it all figured out, we all knew he had the stuff to do it, and we're finally seeing it now, and it really is awesome to see. And if this keeps up throughout the year, plus if Scherzer can return to Max Scherzer form, it really just not give up as many home runs as he's given up. I mean, the Nats are going to be tough to beat, man. And if Bryce Harper can actually turn into Bryce Harper, what he was last year, or somewhat close to that, you're not stopping the Nationals in that NL East. And then finally, to wrap this up, there was another trade last night involving the Boston Red Sox as they acquired closer Brad Ziegler from the Diamondbacks in exchange for right-hander Jose Almonte and infielder Luis Alejandro Basabe. And I probably butchered that last part of that dude's name, but that's okay. It was revealed a couple hours ago that Craig Kimbrell had some discomfort in his left knee, and Dombrowski made the move to bolster up that bullpen, but they said that didn't really coincide with them making the trade. They were looking to improve the bullpen all along, and Kimbrell hasn't been as locked down as you would like him to be for the Red Sox. So I do like this move for him. You know, you get the change of delivery from Brad Ziegler. He's the submariner, and God, I hate facing submariners in MLB the Show. It's just not fun. And then on top of that, Ziegler throws like in the low to mid 80s, and you can't wait on it. It really is not fun to face a submarine pitcher. And, Kimbrell could miss the All-Star game with the knee discomfort. Obviously, he's probably going to miss it. There's a number of guys missing the All-Star game with minor injuries. And it was Dombrowski's third trade in a span of about 32 hours. They just got Aaron Hill from the Brewers the other day, which he drove in a run last night, I believe. But, again, regardless of Kimbrell's health, the Red Sox have been looking to improve on the depth of the bullpen. And they also had concerns over Junichi Tazawa. He's also dealing with some right shoulder soreness. Jesus Christ! And then Carson Smith's out for the year. He's got Tommy John surgery, I believe. So, I mean, Dombrowski, he jumped the gun, and he's not fooling around. Ziegler's 36 years old. He's 2-3 with a 2.82 and 36 appearances for the Diamondbacks this season. And again, he's 18 for 20 in save opportunities, so he's getting it done. And the right-hander also, he's got 27 strikeouts, and he's only allowed one home run over 38 in a third. So I do like this move for the Red Sox. Bolster up that bullpen. You get a certified closer in Brad Ziegler. So if Kimbrell can't go, you got him there. Watch this right here.
Really, nigga?
Are you kidding me? You're telling me you can't get in front of that ball? Jesus Christ, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I think we will leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. I'd love to see it. And again, thank you guys for all the support you've shown for my channel. Again, we should be getting it back up relatively soon. Greatly appreciate the support there, and I can get back to uploading on my channel. And probably once my channel is back up, I'll probably upload this video there. As you see me close the game out there, you get the victory. But again, check out Tommy C over at Shop the Point down in the description below. Be sure to join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing Shop from the Point live. Unfortunately, probably talking about what went down in Dallas. Tommy's very upset about that, and rightfully so. I am too. That stuff needs to stop, and we'll be talking about that Sunday. But hopefully we'll get some laughs in there as well. Also, check out everything that's going on at Dead on Dave Productions. You got a new rating system for every wrestling show that he reviews, and I love it. Love it. I haven't seen it done before, so go ahead and check that out. It's really going to add something to. It really has added something to his shows. It's been pretty awesome the first couple days that Dave's implemented it. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And, yeah, again, thank you for the support. And I will see you on the next one. Have a good one, guys.